Welcome back to another video, guys, and today we are including this lovely F80 CS. Now Imran's already driven this car and he is really happy with the improvements that BMW made in the CS as a comparison to the standard F80 M3. But the only thing that they haven't improved on is, of course, this big arch gap. So we're going to fix that today using the AST adjustable spring kit. We're also going to fit some spacers to bring those wheels out, and we're going to fit some Eventuri panel filters for a bit more long life and to help the car breathe a bit better. So I'm going to get all these parts fitted to the car. Once they're stripped out, we'll give you a comparison of the AST compared to the standard, and then Imran's going to drive the car again and give you his impressions on the kit. So with both front shocks out, I can show you the difference between the two. Now obviously the left one here has got the AST kit already fitted, and the right one here is the standard one. Now obviously the biggest difference is not only the spring, but it's also the base that the spring sits on. This is the one here that I'm going to be fitting onto this shock in a minute, and as you can see, obviously it gives you the adjustment to go up and down to raise the car or lower the car. So it also retains all of your EDC functions. Now the rear is a similar setup. Obviously it changes the spring as it does on the front, and it also has a adjuster which sits on top of the spring between the chassis and the spring itself, and that's where your adjustment is, raising it up and down. So that's a quick overview of the kit. I'll get it fitted to the car now, and then Imran can take it on the road and tell you what it feels like.
Before I talk about the AST ALS kit, let's talk about the CS. It really is the best version of the M3 an M4 without going to the range-topping GTS. Everything has slight, subtle improvements: the steering, the suspension, the gear change, the differential settings, and it all adds up to make a very accomplished road car. Now, the good news for owners of these cars is most of those changes are actually software related, so you can load all of the software from the CS into your normal M3 or M4. And it's something that we've done on many customers' cars and on our own F80 M3 when we owned it, and it makes quite a substantial difference for not a lot of outlay. Now, coming back to the ALS kit, the CS does ride really well on the road compared to a normal M3 or M4. It was one of the bugbears of those cars, was the really jittery ride, and the software they've implemented on this car does make it much more compliant than a standard car. Now, the ALS kit is a height adjustable spring kit, much like the KW has kit, so it's a good alternative to that. The customer wanted this for aesthetic reasons, so the car has been lowered to almost its maximum setting on the front, so the stance looks really good. In terms of ride quality, yes, there is more harshness, which is something that you would expect from lowering the car this much on the stock dampers, but it's still livable. It's not jarring. So I would say in terms of springs, they are an aesthetic mod. I've mentioned that many times on this channel, unless you're going for something more sophisticated like the MSS, or going for a combination of dampers and springs together. But I wouldn't say the ride quality has deteriorated that much. So if you wanted to go for the looks and you were still okay with a slightly stiffer ride, then this kit would be absolutely fine. The other things I like about the CS in general, the nice little touches they've put on the interior, like the steering wheel, the little Alcantara touches, and for me, visually from outside, the best thing about this car is the hood. So that's borrowed from the GTS, and it's the same one that I had on our Verdi Mantis F80 M3. This kit is now available from our web store, so if you're interested in buying it, we can ship it worldwide, or if you want it fitted by our workshop, we can also arrange that for you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on. If you want to join the conversation, please drop us a comment below and we will do our best to respond to you. And if you're running out of things to watch, why don't you watch one of these two?